Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of our FM19 Journeyman, where we are currently in the Europa League spaces. Rennes lost their game in hand, so we are still in 6th. We are still pushing for that Europa League, which is excellent to see. So we're going into games today against Monaco and Nantes. Now Monaco, difficult. They're second, off of first by 1 point. Very good team, but Nantes, significantly worse, down in 17th, and obviously I rejected a job offer from them in yesterday's video, or no, it wasn't even, it was a few days ago, it definitely wasn't yesterday, it was a while ago now, but yeah, we rejected a job offer from them. Hopefully we can beat them, otherwise that would look pretty embarrassing. But first, we've got a difficult game in our way. We're going with our full starting 11 here, and well, let's just get stuck straight in. We have a fair few yellow card warnings. We kind of need to, I don't know, be careful not to trigger too many of them at once. We don't want half of our first team out. As they have a 4-4-1-1 formation, we're going to have to do well to break this down. Hopefully we can do that. We'll give the team talk to the assistant manager, who gets good reactions off of 5 players. Hopefully that translates onto the pitch. We have a free kick, first highlight of the game, and Bordas strikes. He's so close. Stefan manages to get on the end, but again, saved by the keeper, who makes a double save there, keeping Monaco at level here. As we take the corner, we flick in. Stefan's header not that good though. We do get the ball back, but the crossing is poor. They're actually now on it and looking to come forward. We need to close this down. A cracking challenge there by Horn. Only falls to McCarthy though. He gets it out wide, puts in the cross. Antonio does a great job of keeping it out. The highlight here, carrying on, as Stefan looks to find a way to give it off. And well, we just about managed to defend that counter-attack, but came so close with 2 shots, one from the free kick and one from the rebound, but unfortunately could not find the back of the net. Another free kick here. Bordas strikes. Again, he saves it. Remain on it. Striked and blocked. Their keeper here having a wonderful game. Keeping them in it big time. 3 crucial saves. Again, the goal line technology coming into play, but obviously wasn't over. Their keeper here, very, very good. We've got a throw in deep in our own half. We find Remain, who just heads it straight to them. Close this down. Do not give them a chance. Quamena puts in a tackle, but, well, it's still not good. They still have the ball. Manet slides inside. Fortunately, my Sonio keeps it out. Remain there, had an absolute mare. Could have just controlled it. Decided to make a stupid header, which is frustrating, to be honest. Ronnie Lopez is going to put in their corner, but Bordas sees to it that that gets cleared. Highlight here may continue. Stefan on it. Can we maybe counter-attack? It's a great ball forward to Assay, who looks to play forward, but it's not that good. Oh, Assay's ball across there was dreadful and uncharacteristically poor from him. But going into half-time, let's be honest, it's been all us. We're doing very well. Now, we have picked up a couple of yellow cards. I think that's a suspension for Bordas for the next game, but I don't think it is for Correa. So, I'm just going to calmly say, I'm happy with your performance, and they all look delighted at that. So, well, we chose the right option. We just need to see this through. We need to keep going, and if we keep playing like we are, I am confident a goal will come. We have a free kick. Marietti pumps forward. They head clear, but Antonio pounces on the loose ball. Puts in a cross, but again they head clear. Horn on it to Marietti. Tries to drill into the box, but again they manage to clear it. We will get one eventually. Marietti back post to Assay, and he bags a goal. Derek Assay back in the goals. His 11th of the season. He just manages to head it home. And it's great to see him back on it. It took a lot of crosses. It took a lot of balls in, but eventually we managed to do it. We recycled play so well each time, winning that second ball. And that time, Assay was able to rise up and head home, putting us 1-0 up. Now, we need to see this through. We need to keep pushing. But so far, we have been largely dominant. We have a free kick here, deep in our own half, and well, we need to try and make sure we don't give the ball away and turn this into an attack of our own and not one of theirs. As Assay and Passu work it well between them, we're trying to find a way out here. Players dropping deep to facilitate the play is very nice to see. As we lump one forward, can't get on the end of it, but we managed to retain the ball. Well played there by Assay to just nod down backwards to Marietti, prioritising control of the ball. As we play another one forward, Grandsire into the box, but unfortunately can't find anyone. And we need to get this ball back. I don't want this to be in their favour. I don't want to be giving them chances. We've been so dominant, and I'd hate to throw that away. As, well, they look to play forward. Ronnie Lopez on the ball. He's going to come running forward. Absolutely steaming forward there. Made up a lot of ground. Managed to find a good pass across. And Alan Manet strikes. And they level up at 1-1. Just one play as was all it took for them. I mean, this is ridiculous. No player should be able to just run freely for that much ground without even so much as a hint of a tackle going into him. Absolutely awful from us. And then the strike there, he was unmarked. It was a straightforward shot. My Sonio didn't do great in goal either. And it levels the game up at 1-1 when we've been pretty dominant, to be honest. So I am going to make a change. I am going to go for Pretty up front for Noé Stefan. I'm going to go for Parmentier on for Passu. Just that double change and see if that can help inspire anything to find us a winner. Well, they have a throw in here deep in their own half. Henriks finds Soule, and they're going to look to try and build out. They're going to look to try and find a late chance of their own, whereas I want it to be a late chance for us. Navarro on it in the centre of the park, and so far they're doing a good job of retaining possession. They have a lot of players in space, and they're using it very well. Ronnie Lopez on it again. He's making another run forward. Fortunately, we put the pressure on that time and prevented it, but they are still working the ball well. Romania so far forward. Quamena absolutely should have gone for that ball. They cross in though. Horn wins the header, and now the ball is back in our favour. Assay is on it. Can he find Marietti here in the centre? No, he's just going to take it himself. Runs all the way and strikes, but it's saved. He went all the way by himself, but unfortunately the finish does not do the run justice. Not quite good enough. And it is saved by the keeper who's, well, made a ton of good saves this game. And with 20 seconds, 15 seconds left on the clock, they have the possession of the ball, but Parmentier does a wonderful job of cutting it out. And it looks like it's going to be a 1-1 draw, which is by no means a bad result. Monaco are an excellent side, second in the league. They're only 1 point off of the top, only 1 point off of PSG, and we know how dominant they are. But I just feel like that was there for the taking. I mean, we were thoroughly dominant. It was all us. We put their keeper under so much pressure, and he did a wonderful job to keep them in the game, to be honest. But it just didn't feel like we had that one player who was having a standout performance, and I think that kind of reflects in the ratings. I'm going to calmly say, well done, you proved a lot of people wrong, and because that is a good result, and to hammer them from that, it wasn't just a good result either, it was a good performance, but like I was just saying, we lack that player who just sort of stood out and who took the game by themselves there. Like, the highest ratings are 7.4 for Assay, who got the goal. It's just everyone did above average, but against a team as good as Monaco, you need someone to really step up, to really play far above what you would expect them, and it just didn't happen, unfortunately. So, we are still in 6th, but Rennes have not played yet. If they win their game, we will drop down, but anything else, and we will maintain our position, and they could potentially have PSG, who also haven't played, so hopefully we can, because I'd like to keep this position in the league for a bit longer. Now, coming up, Nantes, we need 3 points from that game. There's no other way to really put it. So, hopefully we can grab that and just see to it that we can keep picking up some important points in the league. So, here we are then for game number 2 against Nantes. And after that good result against Monaco, it's safe to say our team did not come out unscathed. We have lost Bordas and Marietti, both due to suspension. And then Parmentier has picked up an injury over the course of the week. Just got a knock in training. He was only out for a couple of days. So I've put him through an injection. He can come on today if needed, but hopefully he shouldn't have to feature. It should all be fairly straightforward. Even with those players missing, we should still be able to pick up the win. But, well, it's never nice to have players out, especially players as crucial as like Ilan Bordas, Dorian Marietti. Like, they're vital to our side. So, hopefully, Mourinho and Schilling should be able to do a good enough job. They usually do whenever we've relied on them. They've normally functioned as necessary. As well, I was hoping we never came up against this player because I've used him on FIFA, I've used him in Football Manager, never figured out how to pronounce his name. Hakan. They've got Hakan. He's good at free kicks. That's about all we need to know. And long shots. That's all I remember about him. But they've got a 4-4-1-1. Not a great formation, to be honest. Whenever we've come up against it, we've tended to do all right. I'm just going to hand over to the assistant, who got no reactions. That was an error. But, yeah, great opportunity to shake off our malaise. I'd love to get a win in today's episode and just sort of have a nice, straightforward victory. We've got a throw-in. Quamena's going to take, picks out Passu, nods back down. And, well, I thought we were going to go for a cross, but we didn't. And they've ended up with the ball. Never mind, Antonio's got that covered all day. Gives it to Schilling. Horn on it, on the right-hand side. He goes for a cross. Can't find Assay, though. Mourinho, from just outside the area. Mourinho tried for a strike, and unfortunately, it just slipped wide. I thought that was destined for goal. They've got a goal kick. Palmer's going to take, and he lumps it up. And, well, Horn claims that with ease. I don't know what Horn's doing in attacking midfield, but he gives it to Stefan, and unfortunately, he just hits the bar. It was such an easy chance, and he just couldn't take advantage. Assay flicks in a corner, though, and that one we do take advantage of as Grandson nods it into the back of the net. Wait, the referee's reviewing VAR for, I think, an offside from the corner? You can't be offside from a corner. That's just not possible, unless he was out of play. What's he looking at here? I don't know. I just don't know. There was no foul. If Whatever, it's 1-0. Gransar header. We'll take it. The assist comes from a save from a corner. And, well, there's another highlight immediately after. Gransar once again on the ball. Can we manage to find anything here? Well, no, because we lose possession. Never mind. Stefan gets it back. And we're trying to work forward once again. Estate's got Stefan in front of him. He finds him, and Stefan finds the back of the net. His 15th goal of the season. Obviously, majority of those were in the cup, but he's still scored quite a fair few. I think he's actually... It might be 8 in the league. That might be right. I'm not entirely sure. But he did manage to bag a goal there, and it's very nice to see. We're doing well. It's 2-0. And, well, Asay with 2 assists. Even when he's not scoring the goals, he's still getting those assist numbers up, which, to be fair, he hasn't had that many of this season. Utter domination by half-time. They are yet to register a shot on target. They've had to put in 8 fouls. They've picked up 2 bookings, and they've only had 35% of the possession. We are by far the top side in this game. So, well, let's keep it up. Let's keep going. I want to see more. I don't want to give them a chance back in. I want to keep the pressure on and, well, hopefully score a couple more. We've got a throw-in, deep in our own half. You can't have a corner in your own half. But, fortunately, they missed one of the most straightforward shots. It's an absolute shambles from the throw-in, but they didn't capitalise. And, well, we got away with that one. We've got a free kick. Schilling's going to drill forward. It falls to Asay, who slams home a header. To me, that looked offside. I'm not going to lie. I believe it was. And yes, it was. It doesn't stand. I think that is the correct call. I don't think that was a real goal. 75 minutes in, and I'm just going to make a couple of changes just to make sure nothing silly happens, to be honest. So, I'm going to bring on Preti for Noé Stefan, and I'm actually going to bring on Diabate for Zacharias Antonio. The only reason being he is on that yellow card warning. Seems silly to pick up a yellow card. Actually, no. No, wait. Wait. The game after this is a cup match, and I'm probably not going to play Antonio in it anyway, so I wouldn't mind Antonio or even Pasu picking up a yellow card here so that we can just use them through the cup game. But unfortunately, it doesn't look like it's going to happen. As we do have a corner, Asay's going to take and finds the back post. Unfortunately, they head clear, but we do pounce on the ball. Pasu's cross not really good enough, though. Remain does pick up the loose ball, and we are still trying to find something. It's a wonderful bit of passing play. Unfortunately, Preti's shot is just daft. There's no need to do that from there. And they have a free kick. We need to shut this out. I'm getting worried they're going to try and find a way back into this game, and well, that's one way to start it. Hammer striking from the outside the area, hammers it home, you could say, and it was a straightforward goal. The marking was shocking, and yeah, that's just not very good. If I'm going to be truthful, they round our player very easily strike, and well, my Sonio just can't get there despite his best efforts. Disappointing, and I'm quite worried now that it's only a 1-goal lead in a game where we've been extremely dominant. I don't want to highlight. Well, we look to play it into the centre. Pasu's on it. Asay on his left. Can he find him? He can. Asay score. No, the keeper makes a save. It's only a corner. It was a great opportunity, but the shot was just weak, to be honest. There was just not enough power on it, and it was an easy parry for the keeper. Asay does flick in the cross, and they have to put it out for our throw-in, and, well, at least it's not a chance in their favour, but oh no, I don't want to see the throw-in. I'm nervous, I'm worried. Quamena's throw-in isn't disastrous for once. He flicks in a cross. Gransar on the back post. Nods down. Preti can't get there, though. They clear, and they are on the ball. Soppy is running forward down the left flank, but Schilling cuts it out with no worries. Another highlight. A throw into us. Mourinho on the ball. Loses out. They play a long one forward, but Antonio is all over that all day. Knocks it across to Remain, and we just need to keep possession as we lump it up and don't. This is worrying. Robert is on the ball. Oh no, please don't. Palmer's on it in their own box. They lump up. Just win this. Well done, Quamena, but we don't keep the ball. Never mind. Asay with a great challenge. We run forward. Slides across to Preti. And that is the game. That is surely going to see things up here. Preti with a goal, assisted by Asay with a hat-trick of assists today. Even when he's not scoring goals, he's bagging the assists with ease. And, well, it's very good to see. The headed clearance from Quamena was good to start the whole thing off, and then Asay did excellently to pounce on that ball, steal it off of their player, and just secure this, make these last couple of minutes of added time a lot safer. As there is another highlight, they're looking to come forward again. Hammer slides forward, and Hakan does manage to slot home, but wait, what? I'm so confused. We're carrying on. There was a VAR review, but the goal hasn't stood. It's still 3-1. Gee, the VAR in this game is useless. it just doesn't function properly. The game carries on before it's told you what the decision is, and before it's even wiped the goal from the scoreline. That still said 3-2 throughout this entire highlight. It's so annoying. It just doesn't work. So, we do pick up the win, despite some late drama. It's not even full time yet. It will be. There we go. So, yeah, it's a 3-1 win that got a little bit tense towards the end, despite an extremely dominant first half. We just switched off for a split second, and, well, we do end up with the 3 points, and that is what matters. Derek Assay with the man of the match, an 8.5 rating coming from his 3 assists. A very good game from him. And goals from 3 different players is always nice. Both strikers getting a goal, and Grandsir is very good to see, and the entire team across the board getting good ratings, the lowest being a 6.8 from Mysonial. Everyone else is a 7 or above. So that does see us remain in 6th in the league. We are 4 points clear of dropping out of these Europa League spots right now, and we're doing very well. Now, I really don't know what else to say. We're having a very good season. We're up in 6th. We're around where I wanted to be, which is the Europa League places. We're 3 points off of Lyon, but they do have a game in hand, and I think it is fair to say are probably a better squad than us. That doesn't mean to say we can't compete with them, because we are playing some wonderful football right now, but it will be a very big ask to try and outmatch them. However, Angers, 7 points in front of us, I think we might be able to put up a fight against. I think we should be looking to try to close that gap. I think by the end of the season, I'd be extremely surprised if Lyon haven't surpassed Angers, and the top 4 isn't Monaco, PSG, Marseille and Lyon. But I'd love to try and fight for 5th. I'd love to try and take the spot behind those big teams. Or if one of them slips up, let's just take them. Let's just get past them. You know, if Angers can finish above Lyon, so can we. So let's just take it. Let's go for every single place in the league we can take, and just get as much money as possible, qualify for the Europa League, improve the club's reputation, improve our reputation, and just essentially give us some really good opportunities for the end of the season. If we decide to stay, better players will come to us. If we get a good enough offer to convince us to move, well, those offers will be so much better. We can go to a really good team. So, yeah, I think the opportunities really could light up if we do manage to just hold these Europa League spots. Now, in between this video and the next, I'm going to play this cup match, which is against Angers, in the French Cup 10th round, which is, I think, where we've gone out in every round of the competition. So, if we can win that match, that would be absolutely massive. I'm hoping we can. I'm really hoping we can push forward in that competition and just, well, first of all, it's a lot of money, but secondly, it's just nice to have a bit of a cup run, to be honest. So, yeah, it would make for a nice change of pace if we could get quite far in the cups. So, that will be in between this video and the next one. Tomorrow's episode will contain games against Havre and Lille, where winnable. To be honest, they're winnable games. Havre are down in 14th, Lille down in 9th. Both teams that we are, or should be at the very least, better than. So let's get the points. Let's get the points we're supposed to be getting, and just keep doing what we're doing, to be honest. So that will be tomorrow at 5:30, or you can subscribe to get it into your feed, whichever you prefer. And yeah, I hope to see you all there for that. Follow the Twitter, join the Discord. Links to both are in the description. And have a wonderful night. I'll see you all tomorrow. Goodbye.